it's Nana. Yeah, so it is a lovely, okay, not really lovely, it's ugly. Ooh, let's turn that off. A ugly Monday morning. I'm tired as heck. I have had a very busy weekend, even though I didn't really do a lot. It's just everything was very long. So let's see. Hold on, let me put some chapstick on. Oh yeah, look at that. So cute. Oh yeah, I know putting on chapstick is sexy. What? Anyway. So let's see. Pretty, like, I did something every day. Okay, yeah, it's pretty busy weekend. Anyway, Friday after work, I went to, it was, there's a bar / lounge attached to some bowling alley, so I went to a bar / lounge, because it said bar and lounge, but, whatever, attached to a bowling alley, in Fountain Valley. Was it Fountain Valley? I think it was Fountain Valley. I'm not sure. I don't remember correctly. I believe it's Fountain Valley, but yeah. So I went there, and so that was like right after work. And I was there until about like 7 something, and then I went home. Let's see, what did I do there? We just sat around, had some appetizers, and a couple of drinks. So I had all my stuff in the beginning, so then by the time 2 hours, I was there for like 2 hours. By 2 hours came around, with eating and all that out of my system, don't have to worry about it. Or not out of my system, but low in my system enough to, I can drive home, and if I do get put over and breathalyzed, I'll be good. And then, so yeah, that was Friday. And then Saturday, I went to the Del Amo swap meets, which was fun. I went with my mom. So let's see, I bought some shoes to go out on Saturday, which I'll get to once I get to that part. Bomb shoes. I would wear them all the time if I could. One, I need to stretch them out because they're brand new, and two, they're pretty high and not for every occasion. So, I'll wear them, when I want to, when I feel fancy. When I'm like, oh, this is fancy outfit. Let me put some fancy shoes on. Be like, I'm so fancy. Ugh. Anyway, so yeah, I bought those. I bought some nose, studs, because I ran out, and the one I had in my nose had no jewel. So I was like, I need new ones. So right now I have this big one in there. Now people will be like, oh, you have your nose pierced. Be like, hey, look at my bling bling. I know you can't really see it because I'm too far away. Maybe you can see a little bit now. So I bought 4 for $10, I believe it was. A little pricey, but whatever. And they're all bend to fit. I like those. So it always looks like I have something in my nose. Well, no matter what, when you have a nose piercing, it looks like you have something in your nose. My mom got her nose pierced, actually. So I saw that. It was cute. She looked cute. She looked cute. My brother called her old over it. It was ridiculous. So what next? What else did I buy? Well, we bought food. I bought this. You can't really see it, but it's one of those hanging little flags. I bought a Nicaragua flag. So you'll see that sometimes. Just the yellow blue part. Oh, you can kind of see more. I want to get a Panama flag too, so I can represent both. And then for my dad, I was just getting an American flag. I'm like, you've been here too long. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what we bought. That's it. If I remember correctly, that's it. We were trying to see if my mom could get any shirts, but she didn't find anything she liked, or dressed pretty casual at work, you know. But there's still, you know, some regulations on what exactly is appropriate for work, even if it is casual. Yeah, so then Saturday after the Del Amo swap meet, we did a couple other things. We went to AutoZone because I needed stuff for my car. I needed antifreeze, oil, transmission fluid. I also bought some windshield wiper fluid. I didn't really need that, but I wanted some. So we topped all those stuff off. I gotta check that. Like before I leave work, I should check it. Yeah, so we did all of that, and then we went to Target to see if we could find any like pictures, because my mom wanted to make, you know, like a smaller picture, because she wanted to make a drink. So she made cucumber mint lemon water. I'm about to try it today, but anyway, yeah, she wanted to make that, so she needed a smaller pitcher, so she can make it, because we only have like one of those really big, like, you know, gallon pitchers, and she's like, I want to make that much. It's a lot, especially for, you know, if we're just trying to try it. Let's see. But we didn't get it at Target, and then we went to Michael's because my mom wanted to check out tie-dye stuff. So we're gonna, you know, tie-dye some shirts and stuff. It's gonna be fun. My mom likes tie-dye, so I like tie-dye too. We used to do it when I was younger. And then there's the two brands that are at least at Michael's. One where you, like, it comes with rubber bands and all that, and you tie it off, and then you like squeeze the tie-dye on there. I mean the dye on there. And then another one was, you know the drops for the bucket. So I think we're gonna do the bottle ones first, and then, you know, if we want to do, you know, I guess, you know, what more, we would get the bucket one. Yeah. So then after Michael's, we went home and we took some naps. And then I went to this club called the Rumba Room. Rumba Room. It's a Latin club. They have live music, because the full name is Rumba Room Live. So they have, you know, live performances there, and, you know, it's a club and all that. And so I went by myself, and I decided I'm never going out by myself ever again, because unless I like start talking to someone, and that doesn't happen a lot for me, I'm gonna be bored to tears. And so I was there for about an hour, because I requested to get onto the guest list, which I did get onto. And then whatchamacallit, so I got on the guest list, and I had to be there before 10. And so I got there before 10. I was in there at like 9 something, and then yeah, people were coming in and stuff like that, but it was just like, it wasn't popping off fast enough for me, for all the people that were coming in. Like, it was a lot of people, like, it wasn't popping off fast enough for me. And besides that, you know, like I said, unless somebody starts talking to me, I'm gonna, like, not gonna talk to anybody. I'm just gonna be in the corner by myself. So I was just bored. And, you know, and I was like, maybe I'll stay if more people, you know, get on the dance floor, and then, you know, if like it's crowded, then nobody really noticed that I'm dancing by myself. And, you know, that didn't happen fast enough. So I was like, I'm gonna go home. So I drove home, got some Del Taco, and was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. But my stank old cousins, they're gonna go out and not invite nobody. Like, they went out and were like having a good time, and one of my cousins posted it into we have a group chat, and me and one other person were like, oh my god, where are you guys? And they're like, didn't answer for like forever and a day. So then another cousin was like, oh, Bellflower, $2. I was like, dang, can't invite nobody out. And then another cousin, I guess she lives out there in Bellflower. I'm not exactly sure where everybody lives, just so you know. I'm barely sure where I live. Anyway, she's all like, oh, you're in my city, you can't even invite nobody. Like, what? So yeah, dirty, just did us dirty. So that was my Saturday. Sunday was, oh my god, I'm so tired from Sunday. Like, that's why this video is so, like, has this lethargic feel to it. So Sunday, so yesterday, I woke up at like 6:30 to go work out at the gym. On the weekends, my mom likes to go as soon as it opens, so ours opens at 7 on the weekends. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, so my mom likes to go when it opens because, you know, all those, you know, weekenders are there, so, you know, we don't want to be overcrowded, be part of the crowd. So yeah, so we went and we worked out. It was a very intense workout. Happy we didn't have to rush. It took us about an hour to do it. It was just, oh my god, there was squat walks, kickbacks with the band on. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Anyway, so yeah, so it was leg day too. It was horrible. So we worked out, and then, you know, we went grocery shopping, and we went to Walmart, and then after that we went home and, you know, put all the groceries away. We took another nap. So I'm happy we could be saying that right now, because soon we'll be like, oh yeah, we did this and we went over. Anyway, we're gonna end up really busy. Anyway, so we took another nap, and then after the nap, what else? Oh yeah, so I woke up and one of my friends on one of my friends messaged me on Insta and was like, call me, and then all this other stuff, call me now, blah blah. So I called him, right? It was like an hour later because I was asleep. So I called him. I was like, what the hell you want? I was like, what you want? And he's all like, oh, I meant to say don't call me now, and blah blah blah. I'm like, what do you mean? Just rude, just all over the place, hella rude. And he's like, it is a little rude, huh? I'm like, yeah, tell me to call you now, and then you're like, oh yeah, I didn't really need you to call me now. It's just, anyway. So then about 20 to 30 minutes later, he FaceTimes me or video calls me on Instagram and was like, hey, we're going to the OC Fair, you want to come? I was like, well, first he asked me what the hell I was doing. I was like, I'm laying in bed. Like, what does it look like I'm doing? I had my bonnet on. I was like, my pillow was in the picture and everything, but I was laying in bed. And so he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm laying down, I'm doing nothing right now. And he's all like, oh, we're going to the OC Fair, blah blah blah. And he started actually, I was like, oh, like, well, I ain't doing nothing right now, but I do have, like, you know, some plans with my mom. And then he's like, oh, reschedule or something or change them. And I was like, okay, so you can tell my mom to change the plans. I'm not gonna tell her that. And since it was on speaker, my mom could hear everything, and she was all laughing. And his friend in the background, she's like, ooh, look at that. She like, she know her mom. Like, yeah, I know my mom. Like, I'm good. I'm smart about this stuff. I'm not too big for my britches. I know exactly what size I am, especially when it comes to my mom. But my mom ended up and then my mom was like, yeah, I know, because we were supposed to go meet up with somebody, but they weren't, you know, texting her back. So she's like, yeah, we'll just, you go. I'm not going to tell you not to go out. I don't really go out a lot. So when I do have opportunity, she'd be like, oh, bye, get out. So yeah, so I went to the OC Fair for, let's see, 2 to 9. It was like when we were like 9 something, when we were for sure there. And so yeah, I walked around for like 7 hours yesterday after working out and going grocery shopping. I'm so tired, but it was so funny being there, and it was so much fun. That was the first time the street. It's like I was like 3 blocks away, type of stuff. And so 3 or 4 blocks. Anyway, so yeah, so I parked in the neighborhood so I could get free parking. So then I walked down and across the street, and I waited at the gate and then I got to the gate. So then I called my friend, the one that was, calling me and all that. I was like, hey, where you guys at? I'm at the gate. And he's like, oh, we just parked right now. Gonna come across the street, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, was that you? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, who, like, what they have on? They're like, oh, they're like a white shirt. I was like, no, my shirt is gray. So then, like, I'm waiting there, and I'm like waiting and waiting. It feels like forever. So then they finally walk up, and they're like, hey, whatchamacallit? They're like, oh, it was you, blah, blah, blah. They're like, it looks white. I was like, it's gray, though. It's gray and green. I guess they saw, like, a little bit of it because I had my green shoes on. I'm sorry if I'm mumbling too much. I'll explain that later a little bit. So, yeah. So then they get to the gate, and then, another friend and his little brother is coming. And so we're, like, waiting. But then, one of the girls, they pull out, this container. And they're like, hey, you want one? And I was like, what is that? They're like, oh, it's candy. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll take a piece of that candy. I was like, pop that right into my mouth. So then, we're waiting, and then they're like, oh my God, there's metal detectors, and they check your bag. Are they going to take my candy away? I was like, nah. And then you got nothing, like, to roll up with or nothing. It's just, candy. So they're like, oh, okay. So then, whatchamacallit, we get, we meet up with the other 2, and then we go inside. And so then we start, walking around, we're like looking at like everything. They're like, oh yeah, I came here a couple times, but and I was like, yeah, I came here a couple times too, so I don't know everything. But like I said, that was the first time, without my mom, so it was like I can literally do whatever I want. So, we're roaming around, and, we're all, getting higher than the sky. It looks weird with all just half my face. So, yeah. So, we look at everything. Like, we go see all the little animals. We saw this one little calf. He looked depressed. He probably needed his mom. Excuse me. So, he looked a little depressed, and he ate all his food. So, they needed to either give him more hay or take him back to his mom. So, yeah. And, yeah, we're roaming around. And then, first time ever, I got, a 21 and over bracelet. And I got a drink. I got, a little slushy, like, strawberry margarita. That was good. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought some churros, and then I bought some chow mein. I kind of wish the noodles were thicker. It was more like stir fry than chow mein, really like straight. I mean, I think chow mein stir fry, but it tastes more like stir fried noodles, like straight up stir fry, than how chow mein tastes. So yeah, that was a little disappointing, but it still tasted good. And then what else? Oh yeah, they kept on buying like deep fried Oreos, so I kept on eating those. I like picking off people, well, not really picking off people's plate, but seeing what was on people's plate and taking a little bit off of it. They let me. It wasn't like I was being rude. They let me. We'll park right here. So I'll finish that story later because it was hella funny. But I'm at work. Maybe I'll shoot during my break or lunch or whatever. While I'm well, if I do it during break, you guys will see, one of my coworkers. But yeah. So I'll finish the whatchamacallit, the OC Fair story later, and then I'll explain to you guys why I'm so lethargic and stuff like that, besides it being Monday. Anyway, love you peeps. Deuces.